Stop. Stop running yourself dry for results that don't matter. Stop giving your energy to endless tasks that only leave you exhausted. Listen carefully. Today, I'm going to show you a better way. The path of smart work, focus, and energy protection. Life isn't about how much you do, it's about how wisely you do it. It's about choosing battles that actually matter, saying no to distractions, and investing your energy where it counts. Your time, your peace, your mind, they are your most valuable assets. Work hard smartly, protect your energy fiercely, and watch your life transform. This is not laziness, it's strategy. This is your awakening. Welcome to Mind-Blowing Motive, where motivation meets power, focus, and unstoppable growth. Point 1. Workin' hard. Without clarity. Working hard without clarity is one of the biggest traps in life. Many people wake up every day, rush through their tasks, and spend hours being busy. But at the end of the day, they wonder, did I actually move forward? Being busy is not the same as being productive. If you run without a map, you might be moving fast, but you're not moving in the right direction. Imagine running on a treadmill. You are sweating, your heart is racing, and you feel exhausted. But when you look around, nothing has changed. That is exactly what happens when you work hard without a clear purpose or direction. You may be doing a lot, but if your efforts are not aligned with your goals, all that energy is wasted. Your time, your focus, and your energy are precious. You cannot afford to spend them on tasks that do not bring you closer to your vision. Clarity is the first step toward smart work. It's knowing exactly what you want and why you want it. Without this, your hard work becomes scattered energy, random, unfocused, and ultimately unfulfilling. Ask yourself, what is the real result I want from this effort? Once you have a clear target, every task you take on can be measured against it. If it brings you closer to your goal, it deserves your time. If not, it's a distraction, and learning to say no is a superpower. The ability to focus on the right things separates successful people from those who are endlessly busy. Smart work is about direction, not just motion. Working with clarity also protects your mental and emotional energy. When you know what you are doing and why, you feel confident and empowered. You don't panic or stress over every small task. You prioritize what matters most and let go of what doesn't. This doesn't mean you avoid hard work. It means you channel your hard work in the right direction. Energy is finite. Every hour you spend on a meaningless task is an hour you could have used to grow, learn, or create something meaningful. People who work hard without clarity often feel burned out, exhausted, and frustrated because they are giving their all to things that do not matter. True growth happens when effort meets intention. When your actions are aligned with a purpose, every task, every hour, every ounce of energy contributes to something bigger. You start seeing results, not just motion. You wake up motivated because you understand the why behind what you are doing. And this is the key difference between working hard and working smart. Working smart doesn't mean avoiding effort. It means directing your effort where it has the highest impact. So today, take a step back. Ask yourself, are you moving or are you truly progressing? Are you working hard or are you working hard without a map? Clarity will turn your busy days into productive ones, your wasted energy into powerful results, and your effort into unstoppable progress. Remember, hard work without clarity is like running on a treadmill, exhausting but going nowhere. But hard work with clarity? That is how you build a life you can be proud of. Point 2. Protect your mental energy. Your mental energy is your most valuable asset. No matter how skilled you are, how much knowledge you have, or how hard you work, if your mind is exhausted, overwhelmed, or distracted, your results will always suffer. Mental energy is like fuel. Without it, even the fastest, strongest car cannot move. Yet, so many people waste this energy every day on unnecessary tasks, toxic people, and things that do not serve their goals. They say yes to every request, scroll endlessly on social media, and chase multiple directions at once, thinking that doing more equals achieving more. But the truth is the opposite. Protecting your mental energy is not laziness. It is strategy. It is the foundation of smart work and sustainable success. To protect your energy, you first need awareness. Notice what drains you and what fuels you. Pay attention to your thoughts, your habits, and your environment. Are you constantly distracted by things that do not matter? Are you saying yes to people or tasks that leave you drained? Are you consuming content that stresses, confuses, or demotivates you? If the answer is yes, then it is time to set boundaries. Energy protection begins with saying no. Saying no is not selfish. It is necessary. Every time you give your energy away to the wrong people or tasks, you are taking it away from your future self. Protect your focus, your calm, and your clarity, because these are the tools you need to win at life. Another key to protecting your energy is prioritization. Not everything deserves the same amount of attention, and not every task deserves the same level of intensity. Learn to distinguish between high-value tasks and low-value distractions. Invest your mental energy where it creates the highest return. Focus on tasks that move you forward, that challenge you in the right way, and that align with your purpose. Eliminate or delegate the rest. When you concentrate your energy on what matters, you become unstoppable. Self-care is also a critical part of protecting your mental energy. Rest, meditation, reflection, and exercise are not luxuries. They are necessities. A tired mind makes poor decisions, reacts emotionally, and loses focus. A protected mind, on the other hand, sees opportunities, makes clear decisions, and executes tasks efficiently. Protecting your energy is about being intentional with your time and your thoughts. It is about creating a mental environment where your creativity, focus, and motivation can flourish. Remember, your energy is limited, but your responsibilities are endless. You cannot give 100% to everyone and everything, and trying to do so will only lead to burnout. Protect your energy fiercely, because it is the foundation of your productivity, creativity, and success. Set boundaries, focus on high-impact activities, and rest intentionally. When you protect your mental energy, you are not only preserving yourself, you are empowering yourself to achieve more, live better, and thrive in every area of your life. Point 3. Learn to say no. Learning to say no is one of the most powerful skills you can develop, yet so many people struggle with it. We live in a world where saying yes is praised, where helping everyone and agreeing to everything is considered noble. But here's the truth. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve your goals, your values, or your energy, you are silently saying no to your own future. You are giving away your time, focus, and energy, the very resources you need to grow, succeed, and become the best version of yourself. Saying no is not rude or selfish. It is necessary. It is a declaration that your priorities matter. It is a statement that your dreams, your growth, and your mental health are non-negotiable. When you start saying no, you create boundaries. Boundaries are the invisible fences that protect your energy and your time. They allow you to concentrate on what truly matters and prevent you from being pulled in a haunts. People who cannot say no are constantly over-wandered directions at orked, exhausted, and frustrated. They spread themselves too thin, leaving nothing for themselves. But people who master the art of saying no can focus deeply, move faster, and achieve more because they are intentional with their commitments. Every no you say is a yes to your future, a yes to your goals, a yes to your well-being. Saying no is also about self-respect. When you honor your own priorities, others begin to respect your time and your decisions. You are no longer at the mercy of other people's demands. You become the person in control of your own life. And yes, saying no can feel uncomfortable at first. You might fear judgment, disappointment, or conflict. But discomfort is a small price to pay for clarity, focus, and mental peace. Over time, saying no becomes empowering. You start choosing opportunities, relationships, and activities that genuinely align with your purpose. Another important aspect of saying no is recognizing your limits. Your energy, your attention, and your mental space are finite. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Saying no is a way to replenish your energy, recharge your focus, and protect your creativity. It ensures that when you say yes to something, you can give it your full attention, your full effort, and your full energy. This is smart work in action. Remember, your time and energy are your most valuable assets. Protect them by saying no without guilt. Every time you refuse what does not serve you, you free yourself to invest in what truly matters: your growth, your dreams, and your life. Saying no is not just a choice. It is a strategy, a discipline, and a mindset that separates those who are constantly overwhelmed from those who are consistently successful. Master the art of saying no, and you will unlock focus, clarity, and unstoppable momentum in your life. Point 4. Work in your peak hours. One of the most overlooked secrets of high performers is that they don't just work hard. They work in their peak hours. Every single person has moments during the day when their focus, energy, and creativity are at their highest. Some people are early risers who feel sharp and productive in the morning. Others find their flow in the afternoon or even late at night. The key is not comparing yourself to anyone else, but identifying your own peak hours and leveraging them to maximize results. Working during these hours is not about luck or timing. It is about strategy. It is about aligning your most important tasks with the moments when your mind is fully alert, your energy is high, and your focus is sharpest. Imagine trying to write, learn, or solve problems when your brain is foggy, tired, or distracted. You can push yourself, but the results will never match the effort. This is wasted energy. You end up working harder for less impact. But when you schedule your most important tasks during your peak hours, you accomplish more in an hour than most people do in an entire day. Your ideas are sharper, your decisions clearer, and your performance dramatically higher. Working smart is not about the number of hours. It is about the quality of hours. To find your peak hours, pay attention to your body and mind throughout the day. When do you feel most alert? When do ideas flow easily? When do you feel motivated and energized? Track your energy levels for a week, and you will notice a pattern. These are your golden hours. Once you know them, protect them fiercely. During this time, minimize distractions, turn off notifications, and focus solely on tasks that move you closer to your goals. These are the hours that determine your productivity, your progress, and ultimately, your success. Working in your peak hours also protects your mental energy. When you attempt difficult tasks at the wrong time, you not only waste energy, but also increase stress and frustration. But when you align your work with your natural rhythm, everything becomes smoother, easier, and more enjoyable. You accomplish more while feeling less drained, and your confidence rises as you see results come faster. This is the power of working smart, not just working hard. Remember, high performance is not about working 12 hours a day. It's about working the right hours effectively. Your energy is a finite resource, and your focus is your most valuable tool. By scheduling your important tasks during your peak hours, you multiply your productivity, enhance your creativity, and accelerate your path to success. Don't waste your best energy on trivial tasks or at the wrong time. Protect it, harness it, and let it fuel your growth. Working in your peak hours is the difference between busy effort and extraordinary results. Point 5. Don't multitask. Multitasking may seem like a badge of honor in today's fast-paced world, but the truth is, it is one of the biggest productivity killers. Many people pride themselves on doing several things at once, answering emails while on a call, scrolling social media while working on a project, or switching between tasks every few minutes. It feels like progress, but in reality, multitasking fragments your focus, drains your energy, and reduces the quality of your work. The human brain is not designed to handle multiple complex tasks simultaneously. Every time you switch your attention, your mind needs time to adjust. And in that adjustment period, efficiency and creativity are lost. What feels like doing more is actually doing less. When you multitask, you are constantly splitting your mental energy across several tasks, and none of them receives your full attention. This leads to mistakes, missed opportunities, and frustration. You end up spending more time correcting errors or redoing work, which ironically increases the total effort instead of reducing it. Working on one task at a time, in contrast, allows you to go deeper, focus better, and produce higher quality results. Smart work is not about doing more things. It's about doing the right things with your full attention. Focusing on a single task also protects your mental energy. Multitasking scatters your thoughts, leaving you tired, overwhelmed, and stressed at the end of the day. Your energy is finite, and when you divide it unnecessarily, you drain it without achieving meaningful results. By concentrating on one task at a time, you channel your energy where it matters most. You feel more accomplished, more in control, and more capable of handling complex challenges. This is how high performers think and operate. They don't try to do everything at once. They focus, complete, and then move on. Another important point is that single tasking increases creativity. When your brain is fully immersed in one activity, it can make connections, see patterns, and generate ideas that would never appear when your attention is divided. Multitasking prevents deep thinking, blocks problem-solving abilities, and slows down innovation. If you want to excel, you must give your full focus to tasks that matter. To stop multitasking, start by prioritizing your tasks. Identify the most important tasks of the day and tackle them one by one. Set dedicated time blocks for each task, remove distractions, and commit to completing one activity before moving to the next. Protect your attention as fiercely as you protect your energy, because your focus determines your results. Remember, multitasking is an illusion of productivity. True power lies in concentration, depth, and intentional effort. Focus on one task at a time, give it your full energy, and watch your results multiply. Smart work is about precision, not volume. Protect your mind, respect your energy, and work with intention. By avoiding multitasking, you are investing in clarity, efficiency, and unstoppable progress. Point 6. Automate or simplify repeated tasks. One of the smartest ways to work efficiently and protect your energy is to automate or simplify repeated tasks. Every day, we perform dozens of small, repetitive actions, checking emails, scheduling meetings, paying bills, or organizing files. While each task may seem minor on its own, collectively, they consume enormous amounts of mental energy and time. Working hard without streamlining these processes is like pouring water into a leaky bucket. You keep putting in effort, but most of it is wasted. Smart workers understand that if a task is repeated often, it should either be automated, simplified, or delegated. This is not cutting corners. This is strategic thinking. This is working smarter, not harder. Automation allows you to free your mind from mundane tasks and focus on what truly matters. For example, using tools to schedule social media posts, automate reminders, or generate reports can save hours every week. Instead of constantly thinking about small administrative details, your mind can devote itself to creative problem-solving, learning, or producing high-value work. Simplifying repeated tasks is equally powerful. Streamline processes, create checklists, templates, or systems that reduce decision fatigue and speed up execution. When you make your repetitive work easier, you preserve your energy and prevent burnout. The key is to identify tasks that are draining your mental bandwidth but do not require deep thinking. These tasks are prime candidates for automation or simplification. By handling them efficiently, you gain time, focus, and energy for high-impact work. Imagine how much progress you could make if you saved even just an hour a day by streamlining repetitive tasks. Over weeks and months, that saved time compounds into remarkable results. This is the essence of smart work. Maximizing output while minimizing unnecessary effort. Delegation is another powerful tool in this process. If a task does not require your unique skills or perspective, find someone else to handle it. Many people fall into the trap of doing everything themselves, believing that if they don't, the work will not be done right. But trying to control every detail wastes your energy and keeps you from tasks that truly matter. Delegating effectively allows you to focus on your strengths, protect your energy, and accelerate your progress. Automation and simplification also reduce stress. Repeated tasks can feel overwhelming when combined with important projects. When you have systems in place, your brain does not have to constantly switch gears or remember small details. Your mental energy is preserved, your focus is sharper, and your results improve. Remember, working hard is important, but working smart is transformative. Automate what can be automated. Simplify what can be simplified. Delegate what someone else can do. By doing so, you multiply your productivity, protect your mental energy, and create space to focus on the work that truly shapes your future. The smarter you handle repeated tasks today, the faster you move toward your goals tomorrow. Point 7. Rest is part of smart work. Rest is not a weakness. Rest is not laziness. Rest is a critical part of smart work and high performance. Many people believe that working longer hours and pushing themselves beyond their limits is the key to success. They sacrifice sleep, skip breaks, and constantly run on empty, thinking that effort alone will bring results. But the truth is the opposite. When your body and mind are tired, your focus declines, your creativity fades, and your decisions become sloppy. You can work hard without achieving much. True growth and high performance come when effort is balanced with rest. Rest is not optional, it is essential. Rest recharges your energy, refreshes your mind, and strengthens your focus. It allows you to process information, consolidate learning, and gain clarity. Imagine a phone running on low battery. No matter how many apps are open or how hard it tries, it cannot function at its full capacity. Your mind and body work the same way. Without proper rest, you are running on low battery, and every task becomes harder than it should be. To work smart, you must schedule periods of rest and recovery, and protect them fiercely. Rest also protects your mental and emotional energy. Continuous work without breaks leads to stress, frustration, and burnout. Your motivation dips, and small challenges feel overwhelming. But when you allow yourself rest, even for short periods, you return to your tasks with renewed energy, sharper focus, and greater resilience. Rest is not giving up. It is preparing yourself to come back stronger and more capable. It is a strategy that separates those who achieve sustainable success from those who burn out after a short burst of effort. High performers understand the power of strategic rest. They know when to step back, take a deep breath, and recharge. They understand that rest fuels creativity, problem-solving, and decision-making. Sometimes, stepping away from work for a short while allows the solution to appear more clearly than hours of continuous effort. Rest helps you work smarter because it amplifies the impact of every action you take. Remember, your energy is limited and your time is precious. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Working relentlessly without rest is a path to exhaustion, not success. Incorporating rest into your routine is a way to protect your energy, enhance your performance, and achieve more with less effort. Protect your breaks, honor your sleep, and schedule downtime as part of your productivity plan. Rest is not a pause from growth. It is growth itself. Smart work is not about working non-stop. Smart work is about working intentionally, efficiently, and sustainably. Rest is a cornerstone of this approach. By prioritizing rest, you preserve your energy, sharpen your focus, and increase the quality of your work. Embrace rest as a powerful tool, and you will find that you accomplish more, stress less, and enjoy a life that is balanced, productive, and fulfilling. Point 8. Create systems, not chaos. Chaos is the enemy of progress. Many people work hard every day, but never seem to get ahead because their efforts are scattered, disorganized, and reactive. They jump from task to task, reacting to every new demand, checking emails constantly, and putting out fires instead of focusing on what truly matters. This approach creates stress, drains energy, and produces inconsistent results. Working hard in chaos is like trying to row a boat in stormy waters without a rudder. You expend enormous energy, but your direction is uncertain. The solution is simple but powerful. Create systems, not chaos. Systems are structured processes, routines, and habits that guide your actions and ensure consistent progress. When you create systems, you are not just working, you are working intelligently. Systems allow you to focus your energy on high-impact tasks, reduce wasted effort, and make your daily work predictable and manageable. A system can be as simple as a morning routine that primes your mind for focus, a workflow for repetitive tasks, or a planning system that ensures your priorities are clear. By having systems in place, you remove the need for constant decision-making, reduce stress, and free mental space for creativity and strategic thinking. Chaos thrives where there are no rules, no routines, and no clear direction. Systems are the antidote to that chaos. Systems also protect your energy. When you operate in chaos, you constantly switch gears, which drains your mental and emotional resources. Your attention is scattered, your focus is weak, and your motivation suffers. But when you follow a well-designed system, you know exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it efficiently. This consistency reduces fatigue, increases productivity, and helps you achieve more in less time. The energy you save by working within a system can be invested in innovation, skill building, or tasks that bring significant results. Furthermore, systems create momentum. When your actions are part of a system, progress becomes automatic. You don't rely on motivation alone, which is fleeting. You rely on structure, routine, and disciplined execution. Small, consistent actions within a system compound over time, producing exponential results. Chaos, in contrast, produces sporadic bursts of activity, followed by long periods of stagnation. Systems ensure that your effort builds upon itself, instead of dissipating into nothing. Creating systems also improves your confidence. When you have a process, you know that even on bad days, you are still moving forward. You don't feel lost, overwhelmed, or reactive. You feel capable, organized, and in control. Every decision becomes easier because the system guides you. Every task becomes manageable because the system simplifies it. Remember, success is rarely about working harder. It is about working smarter. Chaos consumes your energy, disrupts your focus, and limits your results. Systems protect your energy, guide your focus, and amplify your efforts. Build systems for your work, your habits, and your life, and you will transform scattered effort into unstoppable progress. Work in chaos, and you tire without achieving. Work with systems, and your energy multiplies, your results accelerate, and your journey toward success becomes not only easier, but inevitable. Point 9. Use your strengths. First, one of the most powerful ways to work smart and achieve extraordinary results is to focus on your strengths first. Too many people spend most of their time trying to fix their weaknesses, thinking that success comes from becoming well-rounded or perfect at everything. But the truth is, you will always get better results and protect your energy when you leverage what you are already good at. Your natural strengths are like superpowers. They allow you to perform tasks faster, with greater efficiency, and with less mental strain. Working within your strengths is not about avoiding growth or improvement. It's about maximizing your potential and making every effort count. When you use your strengths first, you create momentum. You start each day by doing what you do best, which boosts your confidence, energizes your mind, and sets a positive tone for everything else. Instead of wasting energy forcing yourself into uncomfortable tasks or areas where you struggle, You capitalize on what comes naturally to you. Imagine an athlete trying to run a marathon on untrained legs. It would be exhausting and slow. But if they use their trained muscles strategically, they move faster, conserve energy, and reach the finish line stronger. Your strengths work the same way. Focusing on strengths also protects your energy. Every time you tackle tasks in areas where you are weak, you expend disproportionate mental and emotional resources. You become tired faster, stressed more easily, and risk frustration or burnout. But when you work with your strengths, your efforts are amplified. Tasks that would normally take hours can be completed in minutes, leaving you free energy for other important work. This is a core principle of working smart. Maximize what already works, and use it as leverage to grow further. Using your strengths first doesn't mean ignoring weaknesses forever. It means prioritizing what will give you the biggest impact today. By focusing on your natural abilities, you achieve visible results, build confidence, and protect your mental energy. Over time, this approach compounds. Your strengths become sharper, your influence grows, and you create a foundation for learning and improving weaker areas without sacrificing your energy or motivation. Another advantage of leveraging strengths is that it accelerates learning and mastery. When you perform tasks aligned with your natural skills, you gain deeper insights faster, build better habits, and enjoy the process more. Motivation flows naturally when you are working from a position of competence and confidence. And when motivation is high, productivity skyrockets, while stress and fatigue remain low. Remember, smart work is not about forcing yourself to excel at everything. It's about identifying what you do best, using it strategically, and letting it drive your progress. When you start with your strengths, you protect your energy, amplify your results, and position yourself for extraordinary success. Stop wasting energy on areas that drain you unnecessarily. Focus on your strengths first, and watch how effortlessly your efforts transform into meaningful growth, momentum, and achievement. Point 10. Track your progress. Tracking your progress is one of the most underrated but powerful habits for achieving success. Many people work hard, follow routines, and set goals, yet they never take the time to measure how far they've come. Without tracking, it's easy to lose perspective. You may feel like you're stuck, like nothing is improving, or like all your effort is wasted. But the truth is, progress is happening. You just can't see it unless you actively monitor it. Tracking your progress transforms invisible effort into visible results, and visible results are powerful motivators. When you track your progress, you create a feedback loop. You learn what's working, what needs improvement, and what strategies deliver results. This allows you to make smarter decisions, prioritize better, and focus your energy where it matters most. Without tracking, you are essentially working blindly, guessing which actions are effective and which are not. Smart work is about making informed choices. Progress tracking turns your daily effort into actionable insights, helping you avoid wasted energy and frustration. Tracking also builds motivation and confidence. Seeing measurable growth, even small improvements, reminds you that your hard work is paying off. It proves that your efforts are not in vain and encourages you to continue moving forward. For example, if you're learning English, keeping track of new words learned, sentences spoken, or videos practiced shows tangible growth over time. This creates momentum. Motivation isn't just an emotion. It's the result of seeing your own progress and realizing that your actions lead to real results. Another benefit of tracking progress is accountability. When you monitor your actions and outcomes, you become responsible for your own growth. You stop blaming circumstances or distractions because you can see clearly where time and energy were spent. Accountability keeps you focused, disciplined, and consistent, all of which are essential for smart work. Even a simple daily log, checklist, or app can create structure and help you measure your advancement over weeks, months, and years. Tracking progress also reduces mental fatigue. When you know where you stand, you don't waste energy worrying about whether you are doing enough or questioning your decisions. You have clarity. You can focus your energy on taking the next right step rather than stressing about the unknown. This is the essence of working smart, directing energy with precision, minimizing wasted effort, and maximizing outcomes. Remember, effort without insight is like running in the dark. You may move, but you don't know where you're going. Tracking your progress turns effort into knowledge, chaos into strategy, and hard work into measurable growth. Protect your energy, stay consistent, and track every step of your journey. Progress is proof that your actions matter, and every small win compounds over time to create extraordinary results. Smart workers track progress. They don't rely on hope. They rely on evidence. Point 11. Protect your energy is not selfish. Protecting your energy is not selfish. In fact, it is one of the smartest and most essential habits you can develop to achieve success, maintain focus, and live a fulfilling life. Many people feel guilty for setting boundaries, saying no, or stepping away from situations that drain them. They believe that constantly giving, overcommitting, and pushing beyond their limits is a virtue. But the truth is, giving your energy to everything and everyone without discretion leads to burnout, frustration, and lost potential. Protecting your energy is not about being selfish. It is about survival, sustainability, and creating the capacity to give your best where it truly matters. Energy is the foundation of all achievement. Without it, even the most talented, skilled, or disciplined person cannot perform at their best. Every time you allow distractions, negative people, or unnecessary tasks to drain your mental and emotional energy, you are reducing your capacity to focus, create, and succeed. Protecting your energy is about prioritizing what is valuable, meaningful, and aligned with your goals. It is about saying no to what does not serve you, so that you can say yes to your growth, your peace, and your future. When you protect your energy, you gain clarity. You are able to focus on high-impact work, make better decisions, and avoid unnecessary stress. You no longer get caught up in drama, gossip, or tasks that consume time without creating real value. Your mental space becomes clear, and your mind is free to innovate, learn, and take purposeful action. Smart work is not about endless effort. It is about strategic effort, and this requires energy management. Protecting your energy is also about self-respect. When you value your own time, focus, and mental well-being, others naturally begin to respect it too. Setting boundaries and prioritizing yourself does not mean ignoring the needs of others. It means ensuring that you are capable of contributing effectively when it truly matters. You cannot help, create, or lead from a place of depletion. You must first be full, strong, and focused before you can make a meaningful impact. Remember, energy is finite, and the world will constantly demand more than you can give. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Protecting your energy is a form of empowerment. It allows you to take control of your life, focus on your goals, and operate at your highest potential. It is not selfishness, it is self-mastery. Every time you choose to guard your energy, you are investing in your success, your growth, and your ability to make a difference. In conclusion, protecting your energy is a strategic, intentional, and essential habit for smart work. Say no without guilt. Set boundaries without apology. Guard your time, focus, and mental clarity fiercely. When you do, you will find that your efforts become more productive, your decisions more effective, and your life more fulfilling. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary. It is the key to sustainable success, unstoppable focus, and a life that reflects your true potential. Point 12. Keep going and implement everything. The final and most important step in working smart and protecting your energy is to keep going and implement everything you have learned. Motivation alone is temporary. Inspiration can fire you up for a few hours, maybe even a few days. But progress, real progress, comes only when action follows knowledge. All the strategies, tips, and insights in the world are useless unless you put them into practice consistently. Learning is powerful, but implementation transforms learning into results. You must not only understand the principles of working smart, protecting your energy, and focusing on high-impact tasks, you must live them every single day. Consistency is your superpower. Success is not achieved by a single burst of effort or a day of perfect discipline. It is the result of repeated, intentional action over time. Every morning you choose to work in your peak hours, every time you say no to distractions, every instance you protect your energy, you are building momentum. And momentum, once created, becomes unstoppable. It compounds over time. Small actions, implemented consistently, lead to exponential results. Even when progress seems slow, even when challenges arise, keep going. The results you seek are on the other side of persistence. Implementation also requires courage. It is easy to understand the theory and admire the ideas. It is much harder to actually apply them in your daily life. You will face resistance from others, from circumstances, and most of all, from your own mind. Old habits, fears, and doubts will try to pull you back into inefficiency, chaos, and wasted energy. But every time you choose to act, to implement what you know, you strengthen your discipline and reinforce your path toward success. The only way to overcome these challenges is to keep going, step by step, moment by moment. Another key to implementation is reflection. As you take action, observe what works and what doesn't. Refine your strategies, adjust your habits, and continue forward with clarity. Implementation is not rigid, it is adaptable. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistent, smart action that moves you closer to your vision. By implementing what you learn, you convert effort into measurable growth and insight. You protect your energy by focusing on what works and eliminating what doesn't. Finally, remember that keeping going is a mindset. It is the belief that no setback, no distraction, and no fatigue can stop you if you commit to your purpose. Every time you apply these principles, working smart, protecting energy, focusing on strengths, and creating systems, you are not only moving forward, you are building a life of efficiency, focus, and sustainable success. Momentum is unstoppable when paired with action. So take what you have learned, implement it relentlessly, protect your energy, focus on high-impact work, leverage your strengths, track your progress, rest when needed, and above all, keep going. Your results will not come tomorrow, but they will come, and when they do, they will be extraordinary. Success belongs to those who act, not just to those who know. Keep going, and make every action count. Now, everything you've learned, every strategy, every point, comes together in one truth. Success is not about working harder. It's about working smarter, protecting your energy, and staying consistent. All the knowledge in the world is meaningless unless you take action. You have the tools to focus on your strengths, eliminate distractions, create systems, and rest strategically. You have the power to say no, track your progress, and implement what you learn every single day. But these principles only work if you commit to them fully. Your energy is finite, your time is precious, and your focus is everything. Guard them, nurture them, and use them wisely. Remember, every small action compounds over time. Every intentional decision moves you closer to your goals. Even when progress feels slow, even when obstacles appear, keep going. Momentum builds with consistency, and results follow those who act relentlessly. Protect your mind, protect your energy, and focus on high-impact work. Work smart, not just hard. Rest when needed, automate and simplify where possible, and always measure your growth. Today is your opportunity to change the way you work, the way you live, and the way you grow. Apply these lessons. Take action. Protect your energy. Keep moving forward. Your future self is waiting, and it will thank you for every smart, focused, and intentional choice you make today. This is your journey. This is your moment. Rise, focus, and conquer.